Alright, so I wanted to show y'all just what I do. I have my little makeup box right here in my bag. So one thing that I've been really loving lately that I had to repurchase because this is a sample size is the Gina Marie, I think it's the Alloy foundation. It looks like this, and I get it in the color Bisque, which I think is the lightest shade. And at first when I tried this, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it just because I could have sworn like it just was watery, but I guess you have to shake it up, I'm not sure. But I just apply it all over my face, and I do have some redness on my chin, and it does cover it. But one thing I didn't like about it was that it was too light, and because of my redness, I don't really like to have things not cover, like be full coverage. I always pour it on my hand, not directly on my face or not directly on my sponge. I just like to blend it out with my fingers first, and then I'll go in with my little Eco Tool sponge. And then I'll usually like, get the rest that I can't get off with my sponge. And I moisten this. This is like my absolute favorite sponge ever. I used to have the Real Techniques one, the orange one that you can get at Ulta. I think it's like $6. And I like that one, but I'm kind of rough with them to the point that I think I ripped them. And so this one I got whenever I met Alex Garza in a goodie bag, and I have loved it ever since. Just because it gets all over. I've washed it so many times and I haven't ripped it. And I feel like it holds water more than the other one. The Real Technique one, like, you know how, I don't know if other people have this issue, but like this will still be wet like the next day when you still go try to do your makeup. And I don't know if that's gross or what to some people, but I like that. I mean, obviously I still rinse everything out from the previous day because I don't like to have like leftover product on my face. But I really like this one, and it gets all in the creases, and it's flat right here to where if you want to like do a bake one you can, or like heavy concealer you can do that too. It gets right in the eyes. But this one, like this foundation feels like skin, and I'll leave the link below if you want to buy it. And there's also a like, I know if you put Natasha in How Did You Hear About This Product, you'll get money off an order. So as you can see, it doesn't fully cover it right here, but that's not too bad because the next product I'll use, it covers it. And the next product I used, I got it in an influencer package, and I love it. So I'm going to use my Eco Tools powder blush brush. I love this one so much, and I love their brushes just because they don't like shed at all. I don't think I've ever had an issue with it. Sorry about the lighting. The new place is pretty dark. So this powder that I use is the Jane Iredale, I guess that's how you say it. This is the Pure and Simple makeup kit. I got this from Influencer. And I am using the two light powders. I threw away the one that had like the specific names, but I'm just gonna dip in both because this one's actually too dark and this one's too light, so I mixed both. And it just covers everything up. And I didn't really know if I was gonna like this powder because it's technically a what's it called? Like a powder foundation, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Like I just told you, I like stuff that's full coverage and covers it, my redness. But I do still use like, of course, foundation, and then I put this over it, and it hides almost everything. See, I love it. And it's, I don't think this one is animal tested, which I always love. But it also just looks natural. It doesn't look like I know I'm putting a lot of powder on, but it looks so natural on. and so clean that I love it. You can see we still have boxes because we're still moving in. I'm doing a vlog and you'll see like the before. We've obviously done packing up everything. I mean unpacking everything. And you'll see like what the apartment looks like. And then when everything's up and clean, boxes are gone, I'll go through another little video showing them. So that's it for my face. Well, that's it. But next I'm going to use a bronzer. And this is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I don't think these come in like different colors, but I found out that they actually do. So this one is just bronzer. I don't know. I think it comes in like 2 shades maybe. And then I get this stippling brush, which I know not a lot of people use for like bronzer, but I like how this makes it light versus another brush that I have, that like another angled brush that makes it like more heavier. This one's more light, like for summer. So I'll just swirl it around and then I'll go right on the edges and go up in circular motions. And it's just like a simple contour, nothing too crazy or drastic. And then I'll do the same on this. You see? And I know I look crazy going like all over the place, but and I like to drag it up because I just don't like having like a straight brown line, so I'll drag it up a little bit into my hairline right here. And then I'll circle it around again and just go along the hairline. I don't like to put too much, but I just like this bronzer so much because it's so light and it smells like coconuts. And I don't know, if you like the smell of sunscreen, you'll like this. And I'll do the same thing and go lightly on the sides of my nose. And it's also kind of like it has some kind of glitter in it, but it's not like such a heavy glitter. And then I'll go lightly right here and just blend all of this out. And then I will blend again, make sure that this is, because with this it's like literally just a bronzer. I'm not trying to have excessive contour, so I'm gonna blend all that out. I don't really wear a highlighter just because I feel like I haven't found a highlighter that doesn't make my skin look like it has bumps. And I don't have bumps on my skin, but most of the highlighters that I try make it look like I do. And I feel like when I use highlighters, it kind of like clogs up my pores right here, and I never break out like right here. It's usually just like my chin area and maybe right here between my brows, but every time I use highlighter it breaks me out. But I do use bronzer. I'm just making sure that I blend all that out. I go a little bit heavier with this one. I use self tanner, but like right now I haven't been using self tanner, so I very lightly with this. And then I'm going to use my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. I think this is just the first one because I know they have like different ones that they have. And this is what it looks like. Lots of like shades, just if you want to do like browns or maroon eyeshadows. So I'm going to, firstly I'm going to cover my whole eye with the lightest shade, which is Sand. It's this one right here. I'm just going to go all over my eyelid with this, just because you need to get a good transition shade. And go all the way up to my brow. I'm still getting used to like the neighbors upstairs because I can kind of hear them stomping. Like you can tell the girl wears heels a lot because you can hear her walking around in them. But they're not loud or anything, so that's one thing that I'm glad. And in our little like part of the building, it's just us and the people above us. So I'm really glad. And we're by a pool, but not the busiest pool in the apartment complex, so I'm also glad of that. Ooh. Okay, so we're done with that. And then next I need to get this one. So this is it's like the double sided EcoTools eye brush. So I'm gonna use the blend side. Let me try it. It looks like this. Just because it's all loose, and so whenever I get in the crease, it's a little easier for me to use. And I'm going to use this Cove color right next to it and just dust it around. And then I'm going to go in the crease, go a little bit closer, and just lightly dust it around, mostly in the corner, and then going right there above your crease, but staying all right in that corner. And then that's just like the first like darker color. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Go in the crease, swirl it around, and then start going up. Does anyone like look at old YouTubers videos and like how they say, oh, I started out with the lamp and just like my camera phone? And it's like, I'm starting out with the lamp like that. This isn't my camera phone, but I feel like if y'all saw my setup right now, y'all would laugh. And I'm just going in with a little more of the Cove, just to make it a little bit darker in the crease. And then with, not that side, where is my angle? Might be in here. Yes, this one. This is just like all by itself. This is the Shading by EcoTools. I absolutely love EcoTools brushes. Like, they're my favorite. I had Morph before, or Morphe, but I don't know. I kind of had like a bad experience. One of them fell apart on me, so I couldn't do it. But I do have their brushes. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this Morph one. It's the G18 from their Gunmetal collection. And it's a little dome. It's kind of a loose dome brush or pencil brush, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. And I'm gonna go in with this dark color called Abyss right here. And just a little bit of that and tapping it off. And I'm gonna go just in the corner. And I'm not going to blend it out. I'm going to blend it out later. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. And just in that corner. Because like I said, this is going to be like a light look, not at all a dramatic eye. Making sure that they are both just in the corner. And then I'm going to go in with the brush that I told you about before this one, the EcoTools shading brush, and I'm going to use this to blend it out. So just in circular motions, but staying in the corner. And for my eyebrows, I use a Ulta brow tint, although my eyebrows are my sister waxed them I think a week ago, but they are microbladed, so it's kind of like a tattoo of like hair strokes, but I got that done early this year. I can't remember. but it's been a while. I need to go get them touched up just because it's so much easier to not do your eyebrows, and because this one, I think this one is for, I don't know why, but it's always shorter than this one. Like, this is my good brow, and then this one, like, y'all know y'all have that brow where one curves and then one goes straight up, and that's how my eyebrows are. So I'm done shading. I have some fallout right here, but I can clean that up. And then I am going to use the one that I did with the light shade with, the same like flat brush from Eco Tools. This is the concealer. I mean, I can see it for concealer, but I use it for eyebrows. I mean, eyes. So I'm gonna go with the Seashell. It's kind of like a pink color, and so I'm gonna go in with that and just tap it on the inside, make it all nice and bright for the summer. And I'm literally just gonna go to the inner corner of my eye and then the very inner side, like that. I'll show it better in better lighting. And then I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the other one. One day I'll get better lights. I just feel like they're so dang expensive, like 200, 300 bucks. Which I know is an investment. I mean, if you're gonna try to make YouTube a career. But right now I can't do that. And then I'm going to like remove any fallout. Let me see. Better mirror. I might go in with a little bit of the Jane Iredale. I hope I'm saying it right. Oop. Okay, I'm struggling today. Just to clean up. I know I'm doing this makeup, but I've been seeing like my favorite blogger do. She just had a baby like months ago, but she's like doing Zumba workouts, and I hate working out. So I was like, maybe I'm gonna do Zumba because then it's kind of like a fun workout. So I'm gonna do that. And I found out that our gym has, I mean, our apartment complex has a gym, which I could have sworn they didn't tell us anything about that, but I'll figure that out later. And then, like I said, my brows are microbladed, so they're kind of like already done, but I just like doing this to keep the hairs in place and to add a little bit more color. And this thing, I think I got it in like a little kit set, so I don't know how much this is exactly. I want to say it was like $8 if you buy this from Ulta, and I get the shade medium, I'm assuming. I would say it's a dupe for the Benefit Give Me Brow stuff that's like this. Good thing I didn't have mascara on while that happened. But usually with my eyelashes I try to curl them before I do this, but I'm not doing anything today, so I'm not gonna really curl them. And this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and this is just a travel size. And one thing I do is, like, I don't know what's the word, when you go to the very base of them and you kind of fluff them out, and then I go to the very top of my eyelashes and just curve them out. And I didn't read, I was watching like a Tarte tutorial, and this lady, or Too Faced, whoever, but this lady does her bottom eyelashes first because she, like when we do it, you know, then we look up to do them, how the mascara gets on your eyelid and messes up your mascara, which might be a good tip, but I totally forgot to do it. And that's how they are right now. I have pretty long eyelashes. I'm gonna buff them out again. I like to make sure that the very end of my eyelashes are fluffed out. And whenever I wash my face, usually when I get up in the morning just to like help myself wake up, I splash some water in my eyes. And I make sure like my eyelashes dry up. So that might be another tip if you want to try that. I know there's no good face to do when applying mascara to your bottom eyelashes. And then I do the top of them too. This might be like one of my favorite, like if you want like a Sephora brand mascara or Ulta, whatever. Just because it's cruelty free, comes off easy, doesn't flake at all during the day. And it's non-irritating because I feel like I'll get mascara all the time and it just irritates my eyes like crazy. Like it'll make my eyes itch and it's just not comfortable at all for me. And I would say Tarte is probably my favorite brand of makeup, just because they're cruelty free and I've never had anything bad, like any bad experiences or anything from their brand. And then I think that's it. I don't really apply like lipstick every day. I'll do maybe chapstick, but I really don't have any right now because I don't need to wear it. But if you just want to wipe that off, I'll show you what I use. And I use this at night to take my makeup off. It's the Neutrogena, the hydrating ones, the makeup remover. My sister introduced me to this kind because usually I just use like the, I guess it's like in a gray packet. And I've always used those, but since I have dry skin, the hydrating one is better. And I feel like it really is better because I feel like whenever I have like, whatchamacallit, like just dry skin and it's like peeling, this helps like that within like the next day. Because I don't know, it's not greasy, but it does leave like a moisturizing film on it. Whew. And that's it. This is what my natural lips look like. And this kit, I'll tell y'all. This kit came with, and you can see it right here, it's like an orangey peach color. It came with like a little lipstick thing, but y'all see how my lips are naturally, so that thing didn't show it. But it's alright, I'm not hating. So I will show y'all a close-up of just what my eyes look like. Very simple.